That was the button I wanted to hit. All right, go ahead and come to your comfortable seats. Find your sit bones. It is really nice out today. I thought it was going to be a little cold, but it got warmer than it was this morning. So go ahead and sit up nice and tall, and then rock forward and back a little bit. And then rock side to side a little bit. And then come back to center. Lengthen up through your spine. Think about your head reaching up to the sky. Breathe in, and on your exhale, round your spine, coming into a seated cat. And then inhale forward, arching your back. Exhale, round. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Think about your chin coming towards your chest, rounding through your neck. And then on the arch, think about pulling your shoulder blades back, counteracting all that hunching you did all day. One more time, round forward. Or at least I did all day. And then pull forward, pull your shoulder blades back together. Come back to neutral. Reach your arms out to either side. And then turn your palms up to the ceiling. And then rotate them back behind you. Turn them up to the ceiling. Think about moving from your shoulder blades. So think about your whole arm staying in one piece, and you're rotating in the shoulder and then rotating forward. Nice. Rotate up and rotate down. Go ahead and drop your right hand down to the ground. Reach your left arm all the way up and over to the side. Gently push through your side body. And then come all the way back to center. Reach both arms out again. Reach your right arm up. Left hand down, up and over to the side. Let your hip get heavy. And breathe here. Come back to center. Drop your right hand, reach your left arm up and over. I know I'm going opposite from you guys tonight. And then look over your right shoulder, twisting through your waistline. And then rotate up to the sky. Exhale, look back over your shoulder. And then rotate up to the sky one more time. Rotate back. And look up. Flow all the way through center. Bring your other arm up to the sky. And exhale over to the side. And then exhale. Exhale, twist. And rotate up. Exhale, twist. And rotate up. Come back through center. Let both hands come down. We're going to walk our fingertips forward. As you walk forward, feel your sit bones get heavy. Keep pressing them down behind you. You might be able to get your fingertips further away from you. And then bring your chin to your chest, bringing the crown of your head down towards the ground. Breathing here. From here, we'll roll forward into our tabletop position, lining our hands up underneath our shoulders, our knees up underneath our hips, and then bump your hips right to left. So side to side. Almost like you're wagging your tail. And if you need to double up your mat underneath your knees, go ahead and take a moment to do that. Now, turn your fingertips to the outer edge of your mat. And now rock side to side over your wrists. So not as much through your lower body, more through your upper body. Nice. And if you can, turn your fingertips towards you and gently rock back and forth. Wow. My forearms have gotten tight since I did this last. This does not feel comfortable. Be very gentle on yourself. If it is uncomfortable, don't turn your fingers back so far, or maybe do one hand at a time. Bring your fingertips back to the front of your mat. Find your neutral tabletop. So your belly button is lifting up to your spine. Your back is long and flat. Your head is extending from your neck. You're gazing straight down. Take a breath here. And then reach your right leg back behind you. Reach your left arm forward. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, hold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Lower your hand and your foot down. Take a breath here. Come down to your forearms. And then press all 5 toes into the mat and reach your heel back behind you. So your forearms are pressing down, nice. Stretching through the back of your leg. And now come back to your neutral tabletop, both knees down on the ground. Come back up to your hands. Reach your right arm out in front of you, your left leg behind you. Lift them up. Breathe in. Stay here for the exhale. Take another breath in and then exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, lengthen. One more, knee to elbow. And lengthen. Lower your hand and your foot down. Press your toes into the mat. Come down to your forearms one at a time. Press all 5 into the mat. Reach your heel back. Let your chest drop closer to the mat if that's available. Take one more breath here. And then lower your knee. Come back up to tabletop. Breathe here. So, you okay? Reach one leg back. Reach the other leg back. You're in plank. We're going to go through this little knees, chest, chin a couple times tonight. So holding onto your straight spine, lower your knees. Hug your elbows in next to your chest all the way down. Untuck your toes. Lift your back. Come all the way back into your downward facing dog. Take a breath here in your down dog. We're going to ripple roll forward into our plank. Feel each vertebra of your back moving one at a time as you round your spine, pulling your heart forward to come into your plank position. Hold your plank and now lower your knees. Hug your elbows into your side. Slowly lower your chest and your chin down to the mat. Untuck your toes. Lift your chest and back, coming into a cobra. Your hands should be minimal on the ground. Lower back down. Curl your toes, coming into your downward facing dog. Beautiful. Take a breath here. Roll forward one vertebra at a time, rounding through your spine like it's a pearl necklace into your plank pose. Lower your knees, keeping your spine nice and straight. Elbows come in by your side as you lower down. Maybe this time you only go halfway down. Untuck your toes, press and lift up, lifting your knees, lifting your shins off the mat, coming into upward facing dog. Make sure you're pressing into your knuckles and your fingertips. Downward facing dog. Pause here. We're going to do one more. So roll forward through your spine into your plank. Lower your knees. Long, straight spine. Hug your elbows in half or all the way down. Baby cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale into downward facing dog. Breathe here. One more breath here. Put your right leg up behind you. Step your right foot all the way forward, coming into a low lunge. Coming up onto your fingertips, open your heart forward. Exhale, lower your left knee, untuck your toes, reach your arms out and up, crescent lunge. Exhale your arms back down. Step back to downward facing dog. Breathe here. Put your left leg up behind you. Step your left foot all the way forward into your low lunge. Come up onto your fingertips, reach your right heel back, lower your right knee, untuck your toes, reach your arms out and up. Crescent lunge. And float your fingers down, curl your toes, step back to downward facing dog. Take a moment here in your down dog. Make sure that your pointer finger is pointing forward. You're pressing into your knuckles and the base of your hands, letting your heels get heavy. Reach your right leg up behind you. Bend your knees, step forward into your low lunge. Lower your knee down, reach your arms up, crescent lunge. Lower your fingers down, lift your left knee back into your low lunge. Pressing down into your front foot, reach your arms all the way up, high lunge. Breathe here. One more breath. And then open your arms to the side and hinge forward, bringing your arms back behind you. And then bring your fingers back down to your low lunge. Step back into your downward facing dog. And breathe. Put your left leg up behind you. Bend your left knee, step forward into your low lunge. Come up onto your fingertips. Lower your right knee down, untuck your toes, reach your arms up, crescent lunge. Exhale back into your low lunge, lift your right knee. Pause here. Inhale your arms up into your high lunge. Breathe here. Open your arms to the side, hinge forward. Take one more breath. And then bring your fingertips down, step back to downward facing dog. Pause here. Put your right leg up behind you, bend your right knee, step all the way forward, low lunge. Reach your left knee back, lower your left knee down, untuck your toes, bring your arms up. Nice. Float your arms back down, curl your back toes back into your low lunge. Squaring your hips to the front of the mat, reach your arms out and up, coming into your high lunge. Knee down is a great modification. Exhale forward, hinge forward, gazing out in front of you. And then straighten your front leg, standing all the way up. Take one more breath here. And then fold forward, bending your knee as you go. Step back into downward facing dog. Breathe here. Lift your left leg up behind you. Bend the left knee, step the left foot all the way forward, low lunge. Lower your right knee, untuck your toes. Come on up. Beautiful. Take one more breath here. Exhale your fingers down. Lift your right knee. Breathe. Inhale your arms out and up. Take one more breath here. Bring your arms out to the side and then hinge forward, reaching them back behind you. Breathe here. We're going to bring our arms down as we straighten our front leg, reaching up to the sky. And then bend forward, bending our knee. Woo. Stepping back to downward facing dog. Breathe here. Nice. Look forward at your hands and slowly walk your feet all the way up to meet your hands. Come into a forward fold. Reach for opposite elbows. Let your head hang heavy. And gently sway side to side. So I would like to, that's a very good question. So if you keep your legs really straight and you bend forward, you're kind of jamming things into place. If you bend your knees and you let your chest actually rest on your thighs, and then you drop your head, you're supporting your torso as you let the weight of your upper body relax down. So the idea here is that you're trying to let go and tense as you stretch forward. And then slowly roll up one vertebra at a time, coming all the way up to stand. So there's a slight difference between a forward fold, which is folding or reaching, and this forward fold where you're trying to reduce the weight that your body is carrying. All right, come to the top of your mat. Let's do some sun salutation A's. We're going to go slow pace a little bit. So inhale, bring your forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, plant your hands, step your right leg back, step your left leg back into plank. Take a breath here. Lower your knees. Hug your elbows in, lower down, chest, chin. Baby cobra. Exhale into downward facing dog. Pause here. Look forward at your hands and lots of little steps. Walk your feet back up to meet your hands. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come all the way up to stand. Exhale your hands down by your side. Inhale, bring your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, plant your hands, step your right foot back. Pause here in your low lunge. Take one more breath. And then plant your hands, step your left foot back into plank. Pause here, knees, chest, chin, or lower halfway down. Coming into your baby cobra, your upward facing dog. Exhale back into your downward facing dog. Breathe here. Step your right foot forward, take a pause in your low lunge. And then step your left foot forward to meet the right. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come all the way up to stand. Exhale your hands down by your side. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, plant your hands, step your right foot back. Lower your right knee down, untuck your toes, and then shift your hips back, coming into a half split. Reaching your heart and chest over towards your front leg. And then roll back onto your left foot. Lift your right knee, step back into your plank position. Pause here. And now lower down halfway or all the way, or knees, chest, chin, coming into your back bend. And then exhale into your downward facing dog. Pause here. Step your right foot forward, lower your left knee down, and then shift your hips back, flexing your right toes towards the sky, stretching, feeling a big stretch through the back of your hamstring. And then roll onto your right foot. Step your left foot up to meet your right. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come all the way out and up. Exhale, your hands down through center or down by your side. Inhale, bring your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale. Back. Very carefully, just straighten the left knee and then gently bend it again. One more time, straighten. And then bend back into your low lunge. Plant your hands, slide your left leg back into plank. Lower down, your version. Upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog, and breathe. Step your right foot up to meet your hands. Lower, oh no, sorry, straighten your right knee and then gently bend it. Straighten your right knee and then gently bend it one more time. Straighten your right knee and gently bend. Shift your weight onto your right foot. Step your left foot up to meet your right. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come all the way out. And exhale, hands down by your side. All right, we'll do a little bit of balancing. So if you need the chair or the something, find it. All right, so standing nice and tall. Shift the weight into your left leg, pull your right heel up. Breathe here. If you can, float your right knee up. Opposite of me. And then tap your right foot down. Shift your weight onto your right leg, lift your left heel up. And then start to lift your knee up. And then float it all the way down. So if it's better for you to have your hands here or out in a second position or whatever works for you, shift your weight back into your left foot, lift your right knee up. See if this time you can interlace. Breathe here. Can you open your knee out to the right? And breathe. And bring it back to the front. Extend your leg towards me, reaching your arms up into the sky. And then let everything come on back down. Nice. All right, shift your weight into your right leg. Lift your left knee up in front of you. Hold here. And now reach to the outer edge of your shin, holding on to that knee. Standing nice and tall, think about your tailbone lengthening. Open your knee out to the side. Beautiful. One more breath here. Come back to center. Woo! Extend your leg out in front and then float everything down. All right, one more time. Shift your weight to your left leg. Bring your right knee up in front of you. This time we're going to go into our tree pose. So open the knee out to the side. Make that connection if it's available, whether it's on your ankle, your shin, or your inner thigh. Bring your hands to heart center if that's available. Think about drawing your belly button in and up, lengthening your tailbone down. Maybe your hands branch into the sky. Press down through your left big toe, your left heel, your left pinky toe for balance, for stability. And now drawing your knee towards me, extend that leg back out in front, hold here. And then float the leg down. Bring your arms down. I closed my eyes. Wasn't a smart thing to do, but I felt a speck of dust. All right. Shift your weight into your right foot. Peel your left knee up in front of you. This time open into your tree, finding the connection between your left foot and your right leg. Maybe it's hands at heart center. As you visualize your right leg being really strong and sturdy, supporting your whole entire body, think about your big toe rooting down into the mat, the back of your heel rooting down. And then let your arms grow up to the sky like branches. Keep your shoulders relaxed. Keep your arms reaching up. Turn your knee back towards me. Extend your leg out in front. And then let the leg all the way down. Let your hands come down to the side. And then make your way back to the front of your mat. Stand evenly between each feet. Maybe even momentarily close your eyes. Take a breath. Feel the air, feel your surroundings. And then inhale, bring your arms all the way up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to plank. Go through of your, so if it's knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga, upward facing dog. Exhale into downward face dog. Breathe here. Drop both heels over to the right, feeling a twist through your torso, pressing both hands evenly into the mat. And then come back through center and drop both heels over to the left. Come back through center. Reach your left leg up behind you. And draw your left knee into your chest. Hold it here for a breath. And then step your left foot up into your low lunge. We're here in our low lunge. Think about squaring your hips to the front of the mat. Turn your right foot down. Press into the outer edge of your right heel. And reach yourself on up into your warrior one, whether you reach your arms out and up, or if you lift yourself up over your knee. Take one more breath here. Exhale, bow forward, reach your hands behind you. Inhale, back on up to warrior one. And then open into your warrior two. Reach your fingertips away from you. Straighten your leg, let your fingertips tap overhead. Exhale, melt back down. Inhale, lengthen and straighten. Exhale, melt back down. One more time, lengthen. And exhale, melt. Turn your left palm up. Exhale back, peaceful warrior. Breathe here. Come all the way through to side angle, resting your left forearm on your left thigh. Reach your right arm up to the sky. And then over towards me, bicep by ear. Take one more breath here, and then using your core strength, come all the way back up to your warrior two. Cartwheel your hands down, step back to plank, go through your version of your vinyasa, and we'll meet in downward facing dog. Breathe slowly in your down dog. Deep inhales, long, slow exhales. Put your right leg up behind you. Draw your right knee into your chest. Hold it here. And breathe. Step your right foot up between your hands, coming up onto your fingertips. Square your hips to the front of the mat. Let your left heel drop. Press into the outer edge of your left foot. Reach your arms out and up, coming into your warrior one. Breathe here. Notice if your hips turn to the side and see if you can square them back off. Front of your mat, drop your right hip a little bit more, and then hinge forward, reaching your arms behind you like airplane wings. Take a breath here. Come back on up to your warrior one, and then open into your warrior two. Reach your arms out and away from you. Straighten your front leg, let your fingertips touch overhead, and then exhale, melt back down. Lengthen and straighten. And then exhale, melt back down. One more time, lift up. And exhale, melt. Turn your right palm up, exhale back, peaceful warrior. Breathe here. Come all the way through to side angle, right forearm on right thigh, reach your left arm up and then over so your left bicep is by your left ear. One more breath here, and then come back to warrior two. Cartwheel your hands down, step back to plank, choose your version of your vinyasa, and we'll all meet in downward facing dog. Breathe here, nice and slow. You can always come to all fours or a child's pose if you need to take a break. This time we're going to float our left leg up behind us, bend our knee, come into our plank, hold here in our plank, and then drop the knee down to the mat and then lift it back up. Little bit of core work, drop the knee down, lift it back up, press the mat away from you so that you make space to slide your left foot up between your hands coming into your low lunge. Always feel free to help your foot up with your hand. Take one more breath here. Turn your right foot down, press into the outer edge of your right foot, reach your arms out and up, or use your thigh to stand yourself up into your warrior one. Pressing into the outer edge of your right foot, square your hips to the front of the mat, hinge forward, reaching your arms back. And then on the exhale, reach your arms back up into your warrior one. Turn and open into your warrior two. Straighten your legs and arms. Exhale, melt back down. Maybe you can go a little bit deeper this time. Reach up. Exhale, melt back down. Reach up. Exhale, melt back down. Turn your left palm up. Exhale back, peaceful warrior. Take a breath here. And then come all the way through to side angle, reaching your right arm up and over. Explore maybe reaching your hand down to a block or the floor, or maybe keeping it right here and exploring with your top arm, coming behind you into a half bind. Feeling your heart stay open, your chest is staying open. Take one more breath here. You're going to reach your right arm back up to the sky. Come back into your warrior two. Straighten your left leg, turn your toes to the right, long side of your mat. Stand up, and then exhale, slowly come forward into a forward fold. Reaching your hips up high. Think about the weight shifting into the body, into your toes. Take one more breath here. And then lengthen your spine back to being parallel with the ground. Bend your knees ever so slightly so that as you press into your legs, as you rise back up, you're protecting your lower back. Nice. Reach your arms out to the side, turn your toes back into your warrior two. We're going to take our right arm and swing it down and up, coming into our high lunge. And then rain our fingertips down, step back to plank. Choose your vinyasa. And we'll meet in downward facing dog. Breathe here. Take one more long breath, deep breath. Float your right leg up behind you. Draw the right knee into your chest, hover here. Now drop the right shin down to the mat and then lift it back up. Drop it down, lift it back up. Finding space, slide your right foot up between your hands. You're in your low lunge. Turn your left heel down, press into the outer edge of your left foot. Reach your arms out and up, coming into your warrior one. Breathe here, exhale, hinge forward, reaching your arms back, airplane arms, long straight spine. Reach back up to warrior one. Open into your warrior two. Straighten your front leg, arms touch overhead. Exhale, melt back down. Lengthen and straighten. Exhale, melt back down. Lengthen and straighten. Exhale, melt back down. Turn your right pocket breath here. And then come all the way through to side angle, reaching your left arm up and over. Explore something new in your side angle. So maybe it's taking your top arm around and behind you. And your left hand find your right hip crease. Take one more breath here. As you unwind, come back to warrior two. This time we're going to turn our back toes out. So now our feet are facing, our body is facing to the side, our toes are facing out. Bend your arms at your elbows and come into your goddess pose. Of course, adjust your feet. Of course, adjust your stance. Let your shoulders relax. Nice. Come down a little bit further. And breathe. And then stand back up, warrior two to the front of the mat. Left hand comes down, reach your arms all the way up, high lunge. Exhale, your hands come all the way down, step back to plank. Go through your vinyasa one more time, and we'll meet in downward facing dog. So we're gonna go through this once more. It'll be a little bit speedier, a little bit shorter. So float your left leg up behind you. Step your left foot all the way forward, low lunge. Turn your right heel down. Reach your arms out and up, warrior one. Exhale, hinge forward, arms back behind you. Inhale up, warrior one. Open into warrior two. Straighten your leg, fingertips tap overhead. Exhale, melt back down. Turn your left palm up, exhale back, peaceful warrior. Come all the way through to side angle, reach your right arm up and over. Take a breath here. Come into your warrior two. Straighten your left leg, turn your toes, hinge all the way forward. Reach your left hand towards your right foot, twist up to the right. Come back down through center, reach your right hand towards your left foot, reach your left arm up to the sky, twist. Come back to center. Walk your hands around to your front leg, coming into your low lunge. Plant your hands, step back to plank, go through your vinyasa, and we'll meet in downward facing dog. Put your right leg up behind you, step your right foot all the way forward, low lunge. Turn your left heel down, pressing into the outer edge of your left foot. Reach your arms up, warrior one. Exhale, hinge forward. Inhale, back up to warrior one. Open into your warrior two. Straighten your right leg, fingertips touch overhead. Exhale, melt back down. Bend your right arm, reach your left arm up and over. Breathe here. Come back up to your warrior two. I skipped the reverse. That's okay, we'll do it there. Come back, straighten your right leg. We're gonna go into our goddess, so turn your back heel in, bend your elbows, bend your knees, and hold here. Maybe you sway side to side. And then stand up. We're gonna cartwheel ourselves all the way down into our low lunge. Step back with our right leg. We are in plank. Your last vinyasa for this class. Hopefully not your last vinyasa. And we'll meet in downward facing dog. Breathe here. We'll move into our pigeon. So float your right leg up behind you. Draw your right knee to the back of your right wrist. Slide your left leg back behind you. And then slowly, when you're ready, come down, whether it's onto your forearms or a block or all the way down. And breathe here. Start to slow your breath down. Let that space between your eyebrows relax. Release the tension in your jaw. Reach your left leg back behind you, extending it just a tiny little bit to get deeper into your hips. And then start to walk your chest up, roll onto your right hip, extending your left leg away from you. Bring your right foot in. Sit up nice and tall. Reach your arms all the way up to the sky. And then on your exhale, bring your left hand down to your left leg and then bend towards your left. Come back up, reach your arms out to the side, twist your torso towards your big toe, and then reach your hands out towards your toe, bringing your nose towards your knee. And then roll up nice and tall. We're going to bring our right foot over our left leg. So we're going to turn and face straight forward wherever you are on your mat if you want to go ahead and adjust. So our left leg is extended out in front of us. Our right leg is crossing over. We're going to hook our left elbow around our right knee and then swim our right hand back behind us. Look over our right shoulder. And breathe. Release that, go a little bit to the opposite for a counter stretch. And then however you want to, make your way back into your downward facing dog because we have another side to do. So from your down dog, maybe walk it out a little bit. And then put your left leg up behind you. Draw your left knee towards your left wrist. And start to slide your right leg back behind you. Coming down under your forearms. Or a pillow. Or a pet. I've been known to have one in my way multiple occasions. And let your forehead relax all the way down. Bend your right leg a little bit further behind you. And then start to slowly make your way up to seated, rolling on onto your left hip, keeping your right leg extended out. Slide your left foot into the inside of your right thigh. Reach your arms out side to side. Drop your right arm by your right leg. Reach your left arm up and over. And breathe. Come back up, reaching your arms to either side of you. Now twist your torso towards your belly button and then reach your fingertips past your feet towards your shins wherever they fall. Let your elbows get heavy. Chin to chest. And then slowly roll up. We're going to extend our right leg out in front of us and bring our left foot over, facing wherever you want to face. Hook your right elbow around your left knee and bring your left arm behind you, looking over your shoulder, coming into your twist. And then take a little bit of a counter twist over to the right. And then come back to center. Extend both legs out in front of you. Maybe your knees are slightly bent as you hinge forward towards your toes. Think about what we were doing when we were standing, when we were laying our torso on our thighs, and then letting our heads get heavy. Let your shoulders get heavy. Maybe you can straighten your legs out a little bit, maybe not. And then when you're ready, slowly roll up one vertebra at a time. Slide your feet onto the mat so your knees are pointing up to the sky or the ceiling. Reach your arms past your shins. And we're going to roll down slowly to a count of 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Open your arms into a T or a cactus. Draw your right knee into your chest and then bring it over to the left. Feel the opening that you get through your chest, along with the twist through your torso. You can bring your left arm onto your right knee to deepen the twist. And then come back onto your back. Extend both legs away from you. Flop your feet in and out. And then slide the left foot onto the mat. Opening your arms back up into a T or a cactus. And drop the left knee over to the right. Look over your left shoulder. Maybe bringing your right hand onto your left leg. And breathe here. Release that and roll back to center. Hug both knees into your chest. Give yourself a little rock side to side. If there's anything you need to stretch out or anything else you want to elongate before we leave, before we move into our Shavasana, go ahead and do that now. Otherwise, go ahead and extend one arm and then the other, lying on your backs. Lie down. I'm going to watch the surroundings for you all so that you can relax. I'll protect you. Let your arms get heavy. Let your legs get heavy. Breathe nice and slow. We'll move into our Shavasana. Don't worry, I won't let them hit you with the soccer ball.
They did some yoga over there.
Take a big inhale. Start to slowly deepen your breath, feeling your body, feeling the air around you. Maybe start to wiggle your fingers. Let your head gently move side to side. If you're ready to leave your Shavasana, you can join me in reaching nice and long, rolling onto your side. And if you're not ready, stay where you are. You're comfortable seat, reach your the way up, let your fingers meet as you exhale. Draw your hands down, one hand over your belly, looking around inside of you. Acknowledge and thank yourself for showing up and taking this time for you. I thank you all for allowing me to lead you through this practice. Namaste.
Thank you. I can't tell you when the last time I just lay down in the end of the class. Usually the end, I'm like tick, tick, tick. I never really lay down.